Yeah. Uh, the graduating students, please pay attention here. You are requested to sit as per your roll number wise and kindly keep your mobiles switched off or in silent mode. Thank you. Please pay attention here. Next couple of minutes, we are going to start with a ceremony. The members of academic procession, they are requested to move out and enter from the rear gate. Thank you. ये मैं लेके पीछे चल रहा हूँ।
everyone please settle down? Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. On behalf of IIHMR, I, Dr. Dimple Bhargava,
And I, Kal Manoj Singh, extend a very warm welcome to one and all on the 13th Convocation Ceremony of International Institute of Health Management Research, Delhi.
for the graduating batch 2020-2022, this is a much awaited event in their life, as it is the successful culmination of the efforts put in by them in their academic endeavors with great dedication. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments. It is a moment of immense pride for them as much as for their teachers, parents, and all those who had any part in shaping their life so far. Till now, they have been in the safe environment of the institute and enjoying their busy yet beautiful student life. However, now the time has come to face the challenges of the real world. We are confident that they will surely achieve success and glory in the coming years. Success may have different meaning for different people, but we must remember that the road to success is never straight. The will to win, the desire to succeed, continuous self-improvement are few keys that will help you to unlock the doors to personal excellence. Our institute has given us all the opportunities to learn, explore, and conquer new horizons through hard work and knowledge. As you know, our institute is a part of the Society of Indian Institute of Health Management Research, established on October 5, 1984. IIHMR Delhi was established in 2008 in order to cater for the growing needs of the country and Asia-Pacific region. It is engaged in policy issues, program planning, management, and capacity building in the healthcare domain. IIHMR believes in networking and collaborates with various national and international organizations and works with them as partners. It was the first institute in India to start with management courses in healthcare. The postgraduate program in hospital and health management at IIHMR is designed to provide the graduate student with appropriate knowledge, attitude, and skills to enable them to perform as effective leaders and managers in healthcare industry. The program has set high standards of management education in the health sector. We have our vision to become a world-class institute of learning and research in the field of management, education, and capacity development. And we are working ceaselessly towards that. All these achievements would not have been possible without the untiring efforts of the faculty, staff, and contribution of our students. We would like to particularly place on record our sincere appreciation for the visionary and charismatic leadership of our management board, governing board, and academic advisory council, who have guided the destiny of the institute to its present state. We are deeply indebted to their valuable contribution.
The arrival of academic procession will be announced by me as their procession. This will mark the beginning of convocation ceremony. You are requested to greet them by standing at your respective place and take your seats only after all of them are seated. Please remember, this is a formal event and you are requested to keep your mobiles switched off or on silent mode during the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession. Graduating students and parents, please be seated. Uh, Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of IIHMR, it is my privilege and honor to welcome our guests. First of all, we would like to extend our heartiest welcome to a well-known international personality, our chief guest of the day, Dr. Luigi D. Aquino, Chief of Health, UNICEF India. Thank you, sir, for taking out time from your busy schedule. We are honored to have you as our chief guest. Next, we have a renowned personality, our guest of honor of the day, Dr. Somesh Kumar, country head, India, Japaigo. Sir, we are honored to have you amongst us today. With immense pleasure, we would now like to welcome another eminent personality and our guest of honor of the day, Dr. Rakesh Kaul, partner EY India. Sir, it is our honor and privilege to have you here today. We are also honored and privileged to welcome Dr. S.D. Gupta, Trustee Secretary, IIHMR Society. Thank you, sir, for gracing the occasion with your presence. And now, we would like to welcome the faculty members, Dr. Shuttappa B. Niyogi, Director, IIHMR Delhi, Dr. Sumesh Kumar, Associate Dean, Academics and Student Affairs, faculty and staff of the Institute, media persons, last but not the least, our proud graduating students and their parents. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome them all with a huge round of applause. Thank you, everyone. Light and brightness have always been associated with positivity, goodness, and blessings from the Almighty. To mark the start of event on an auspicious note, we now have the lamp lighting ceremony. We would like to invite Dr. Luigi D. Aquino, Dr. Somesh Kumar, Mr. Rakesh Kaul, Dr. S.D. Gupta, Dr. Sutappa B. Nyogi, and Dr. Sumesh Kumar for lighting the lamps.
या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करं प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमा अद्यं जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदां जार्यन्धकारापहम् हस्ते स्वातिकमालिकं विदधतीम्
Thank you, sir. Big things have small beginnings. A sapling, which is environment friendly and symbolizes both life and growth, is an ideal gift for any auspicious occasions. With these words, I would like to invite Dr. Shutappa bin Yogi to present a sapling as a mark of respect and appreciation to our chief guest, Dr. Luigi D. Aquino. Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Nikita Sabharwal, Associate Dean Training, is requested to present a sapling to our guest of honor, Mr. Rakesh Kaul. Thank you, ma'am. I would now request Dr. Sumesh Kumar, Associate Dean Academics and Student Affairs, to present a sapling to Dr. S.D. Gupta. Thank you, sir. We would now request Dr. Anandi Ramachandran, Professor, IIHMR Delhi, to present a sapling to Dr. Shutapa B. Niyogi. कौन सा? Now I request Ms. Divya Agarwal, Associate Dean, Marketing and Accreditation, to present a sapling to Dr. Sumesh Kumar. Uh, ये है ना As they say, plants are the first casualty of any event. I would now request Dr. Prita GS, Dean Research, to present a sapling to Dr. Sumesh Kumar. Thank you, ma'am. We now request Dr. S.D. Gupta, Trustee Secretary, IIHMR Society, to declare the convocation open.
Thank you, sir. Next, we will have presentation of Director's Report by Dr. Shutpa B. Niyogi. Dr. Shutpa B. Niyogi is a public health specialist. She is an MD in community medicine from PGI Chandigarh and diplomat of National Board in Maternal and Child Health. She has received various awards including Best Women Researcher in Public Health 2022 for her outstanding contribution in the field of public health by CISR, most Inspiring Women Leaders Award for Nurturing Researchers to Transform Healthcare by TreadFlock 2022, Healthy India Health Ambassador Award by Swasth Bharat Trust on National Doctors Day 2022 for her outstanding contribution in the field of health. We are privileged to have you as our director, ma'am. We request Dr. Shutpa B. Nyogi to present the director's report.
Thank you, Dimple. Respected Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Luigi D. Aquino, guests of honor, Dr. Somesh Kumar and Mr. Rakesh Kaul, Dr. S.G. Gupta, Trustee Secretary, IIHMR Society, faculty members, staff, distinguished guests, graduating students, current students, parents, and alumni, and our valued guests like industry partners. It is my proud privilege to present the Director's report on the 13th Convocation ceremony of IIHMR Delhi. IIHMR Delhi has made substantial progress since it was established way back in 2008. During these 14 years, we have progressed immensely under the guidance of eminent professionals who are represented in various capacities in the Management Board of IIHMR and Governing Board of IIHMR Delhi. The thrust areas of IIHMR Delhi activities include academics, research, training, and consultancies. Coming to research, the performance in the field of research has grown immensely in the past year. The performance has improved in terms of the numbers and quality of proposals submitted, those awarded, and those completed successfully. In the last financial year, 4 projects were completed and currently 9 are there in different stages of implementation. We have conducted assessments of key government programs and schemes, which includes Public Health Cadre, the PMMVY, which means Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, and integration of health campaigns. We are supporting the Anemia Mukt Bharat program, which is a Prime Minister flagship program, through a large-scale implementation project in 2 states of the country. In 21-22, 31 manuscripts have been published by the faculty and students of IIHMR Delhi. Our faculty members have represented the institute as a chair or moderator or speaker in more than 30 different national and international conferences. IIHMR Delhi represented India in country consultation for Global Alliance for Anemia Action and in a pre-summit session of United Nations Food Systems Summit 2021 titled Stand Up for Women, Women's Nutrition, Economic Empowerment and Leadership. We are actively supporting the government to generate evidence to support the programs and policies of the country. We are empaneled by NHSRC, which is National Health Systems Resource Center, to undertake implementation research for health system strengthening. We are also empaneled by CIFSA to conduct research activities as mandated by National Health Mission UP. We are collaborating with different state governments, which include UP, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Bihar, Odisha, Delhi, Haryana, and Punjab for various activities. Our faculty members have participated in common review mission, and they are also invited as assessors of NCOS. The training portfolio at IIHMR Delhi is very vibrant. Between April 21 till date, a total of 19 training workshops have been conducted and more than 1,000 participants have been successfully trained. In 2021, 2 training programs were supported by the prestigious Atal Award. Atal stands for AICT Training and Learning Award. This year also, we have received approval for conducting 2 additional workshops. Some of the training workshops are also sponsored by the National Health Mission of the respective states. We are extremely sensitive to the fact that in order to cater to the national and global needs, we have to upskill the health professionals of our country. And collaborations and networking remains a main focus, which actually decides the overall institutional growth, and also we aim to position IIHMR Delhi at the global level. We are having research collaborations with international organizations such as Imperial College London, and this is through the NIHR UK grant. This emphasizes on improving research skills through various online and offline workshops. The workshops are jointly delivered by the faculty from IIHMR Delhi and also from different UK universities. And this has attracted participants from more than 30 universities worldwide. Additionally, we are also a recipient of NIHR Global Health Research Cohort Academic Development Award, which is called CARDA in short. And the mandate of this award is basically to improve the research capacity building in Southeast Asian region. Through our collaboration with Imperial College, IHMR Delhi is participating actively in conducting, monitoring, and process evaluation of 2 large-scale, multi-country, multi-centric clinical trials. We have also established collaboration with Mahidol University, Bangkok, to facilitate student and faculty exchange programs. Recently, we have successfully conducted 2 workshops at Bangkok that were attended by the government officials from India. We also collaborated with Jaffna University, Sri Lanka, for a research conference conducted recently. A formal agreement to facilitate student and faculty exchange is underway. We are supporting the government of Timor-Leste to improve the capacity of health professionals through WHO. We have conducted a training program on leadership and management for the government officials of Timor-Leste that has been highly appreciated by all of them. And now we have been entrusted with the responsibility of developing the training policy for the entire country. We have been conferred with an award through Gavi, which is Global Alliance for Vaccine Initiative, for establishing a learning hub in Bangladesh in collaboration with JSI International. IIHMR Delhi is a secretariat of the Southeast Asia Regional Coordination Mechanism Forum, which is a regional center for Global Fund. We are also a technical partner to support the activities of Johns Hopkins India Foundation. IIHMR Delhi has a Center for Climate, Environment and Health, which has been designated by Government of India as a Center of Excellence under National Program on Climate Change and Human Health, and we are providing technical support to NCDC, which is National Center for Disease Control. Academics is a core strength of IIHMR Delhi activities. So way back in 2008 when we started, there was an intake of 60 students and there was one program running which was PGDM. And now we have expanded to an intake of more than 350 students per year in 5 different academic programs. More than 1,100 PGDM students have graduated till date. We have launched the 3 years long fellowship program in management, which is FPM. It's a doctoral program. It was started in 2021. This program will equip the students with research skills, which is very important to improve management performance. Executive program in hospital management is a 10 months long course with weekend classes for in-service professionals, and we are now in the current batch, third batch. The certificate course in supply chain management was also started last year, and we already have completed 2 batches. On the request of National Health Mission of Odisha, and also to take forward the agenda of strengthening the public health cadre at the sub-district level, we are conducting postgraduate executive program on public health financial management in collaboration with IIHMR University. IIHMR has provided opportunities to students to organize and participate and get involved in various national and international events. We celebrated the 75th year of our independence by showcasing the achievements of India in the health sector by organizing and participating in different days of national importance. In one such event which was organized, it was an inter-college public health quiz organized by Indian Association of Epidemiologists and Indian Public Health Association of Delhi. It was IIHMR Delhi that bagged the first prize competing against the postgraduate medical students. We have been given formal permission by Delhi government to start community outreach program in Goela Dairy, which is 1 kilometer away from the institute. This community has a population of 55,000, has 3 health facilities and 21 ASHA workers. So I'm very sure that this community outreach program will actually support the academic rigor of the faculty and students alike. IIHMR Delhi is committed to improving the quality of academic programs. We have established the internal quality assurance cell to oversee all the activities that are being undertaken at the institute and also in order to maintain the high standards. Expansion of library resources, providing remote access to students using a learning management system, transformation of IT infrastructure, and developing a strong alumni connect. These have been some of the measures that has enabled us to provide a good learning environment for all of us. Some of the courses are also being revised to meet the international standards. For instance, the course on quality assurance, which we conduct as part of PGDM, is now being aligned to WHO's Point of Care Quality Improvement Program, which is called POCI in short. And this exercise is technically and financially supported by WHO India office. We strongly believe that academics should not be confined to classroom teaching only. A strong connect with community and the industry is required, which is why we have formal collaborations with different reputed organizations, some of which are Iraq Hospital UAE, Emirates Hospital Dubai, Access Health International, Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, Society for Administration of Telemedicine and Healthcare Informatics, that is SATHI, PSI India Private Limited, IPE Global, Asian Institute of Medical Sciences, Sarvodaya Healthcare, Medanta, Healthcare at Home, Trios, Aspatal, and Association for Transgender Health in India. These partnerships have opened up avenues for the students to gain formal and practical exposure during their summer trainings, internships, and dissertation. Our growing network has translated into 100% placement this year, with 10% being international placements. The median and the highest salary has also witnessed a rise this year. Some of them are placed in different and reputed organizations such as UNICEF, ENY, JAPIGO, ZS Association, Fortis, Max, Artemis, to name a few. The Institute has supported faculty development program by sponsoring the faculty members for various workshops nationally and internationally. 7 faculty members had international travel for different activities, which was facilitated by IIHMR Delhi this year. So on this day of 10 September 2022, we will be conferring degrees to 98 trained and qualified health and hospital managers. Having completed the academic requirement to earn a PG diploma, which is equivalent to MBA, you are now the warriors at the forefront of the healthcare industry. So wherever you are, whatever you do, remember one thing, that your first identity is that you are an Indian. And then you are an alumni of IIHMR Delhi. And then comes your individual identity. There is no dearth of qualified professionals in the country, to be very frank. But what the sector demands are professionals who are skilled, people who can adapt themselves to the growing needs of the industry, and people who are committed to the institutional or organizational growth. So my request and a small advice is that don't run after money. Stay committed, and after some time, money will chase you. So don't worry about that. So I take this opportunity to thank the management board, the governing board, the academic advisory council, the trustee secretary for the continued support and guidance. And I also take this opportunity to thank all my deans, faculty colleagues, staff, and all our supporters who are inside and outside IIHMR Delhi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now we would like to welcome Dr. S.D. Gupta, sir, Trustee Secretary, IIHMR. Dr. S.D. Gupta is a leading public health professional with a distinguished academic and research career. He obtained his MD Preventive and Social Medicine from India and PhD Epidemiology from Johns Hopkins University, USA. He has done pioneering work in creating and establishing a new discipline of health management and promoting research in health policy, health systems, and program management. He has chaired several committees on scientific research and health management. Dr. Gupta is the recipient of Kimpro Gold Standard Award 2009 for healthcare. Sir, you are kindly requested to address the audience.
Very good afternoon. It's a great day for all of us. And let me take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Aquino, Dr. Kaul, Dr. Somesh, and my colleagues, Sutapa and Somesh. Let me also welcome our distinguished guests who have graced this occasion by their presence. But more importantly, our dear students. It's a very special occasion that they are graduating today. Though they graduated 3 months back, and already they are in job, they are working, but this formal ceremony of awarding degrees could not be held. So in that sense, a great day for all of you and for all of us. Now, exciting day. This is something that you are waiting for last 2 years. I wish also to say that you are a very special cohort because you did not have the opportunity to come to the classroom at all. Thanks to information technology and digital technology that allowed us to keep working and teaching you in your homes or wherever you were. So that was something good that we felt that the technology enabled us to continue with our mission of preparing human resources for the health sector, to manage it effectively and efficiently. But the technology we have yet not tested. We do not know whether these on-site classes are good or online classes are equally effective. We do not know. So for me, this is an opportunity, and to share this with my faculty colleagues, should use this opportunity to evaluate the two methods of teaching. On-site teaching, physical, and online teaching. Are they different or the same? Is the learning the same or not? Is the performance, scholastic performance, and then professional performance? This was a unique but unfortunate opportunity that we all confined ourselves to our homes. Of course, as a faculty, we were required to come to teach from here. But let this calamity be used and leveraged to our advantage to learn what teaching technologies work and how they can be effective. So I leave this task to Dr. Sudapa to plan evaluation of two methods in terms of scholastic performance of the graduating students, keep them in the loop, keep connected, and I'll request you all to please kindly respond to the questionnaires which are sent to you from time to time so that we can learn more about the way of teaching. How does it work? So that is one thing that, but you have all successfully completed your course. I must congratulate you all on this occasion. So big, big congratulations to all of you. And you really deserve it. In difficult times, you earned this degree. That is something great. I'll leave some messages for you, but before I do that, I like to make a reference to how we have come this far and how the International Institute of Health Management Research has done over last 12 years or 14 years of its existence. The parent body was established in 1984 in Jaipur, Indian Institute of Health Management Research. It took several years to settle since we were working on creating a new discipline of health management. Nobody knew. And I was very often asked by the people whomsoever I met in bureaucracy or politicians or fellow colleagues, what is this bird health management is and what are you doing around? Why you are messing around here and there? What do you want to say? So it was a very difficult time for us. So we started with research at that time, policy and program evaluation research for the first 10 years. My problem was to get a faculty in this discipline because there was no such discipline at that time. So I drew upon the faculty from their own core disciplines and then prepared them for the health sector. That was the time, very exciting time and very difficult time for me to prepare a faculty for delivering such a program and building up such competencies in the young professionals we were aiming at. But we succeeded. Finally, in 1995-96, we could create a 2-year postgraduate program in hospital and health management. You know, until then, the hospital administration was offered as a medical degree, and only medical graduates were allowed to do that. And now this is called as MD. But our agenda was very different, to produce human resources, those who could manage health sector, especially health systems and the hospitals around the country and beyond. And being a medical doctor, I knew what is our curriculum during our MBBS or other courses. We did not know what is this management. We thought management is some babu does that. What I learned, it is not that babu job. It's a very highly specialized job and requires a specialized training in this. So we launched this program. And you know, maybe you are very hardworking, you are very knowledgeable person, and all that is there, that is true. But what is much more required is your luck. Are you lucky? And I was one. The program succeeded like anything. And we have never looked back. So that's how this all evolved. And above all, you know, we had a very high grade of nostalgia that we will remain a non-profit organization. We will be as social sector, and we will maintain our autonomy by not trying to get government grants or being sponsored by some national or international agency or foundation. We thought our ideas are original, and we will continue with that. Would not like to be stifled by the money we get from others. So we made it that we will be a self-financed institution. Very difficult to survive, but we survived, and not only survived, we grew up. And as a part of growth, you see International Institute of Health Management Research, Delhi. We made humble beginnings in Delhi in 2008. I was seeing a great opportunity in Delhi. So we quickly, within 1 hour, we constructed this building and became operational. I was in such a great hurry at that time that we should, because, and our ambition was we should go global. We must have international footprints. Today, I'm very happy that International Institute of Health Management Research has become truly international. Thank you, Sudhaba, for making our dreams come true. Very, very impressive report, and truly international. That's what we had aimed, this is what we had dreamt. We also went to South because the students from South were not coming. We also tried in East, in Kolkata, to set up institute. We succeeded in Bangalore. And in the same measure as we are here, we succeeded in Bangalore. So we have now our student capacity every year between 500 to 600. So we produce 500 to 600 managers every year now. Not anywhere in the world on such a scale health managers or hospital managers are produced. And I can tell you, we are now, for UNICEF people and for others, we are the global suppliers. Managers. I use this terminology because they look for global suppliers all the time. Okay, so by this time, today, I think about 6,000 graduates have passed through the portals of this organization, and they have been critical agents of transformation and change in managing health sector in last 25 years. I think the transition is still on, but a fair and large proportion of transition has already occurred in management practices in the health sector. That is the testimony of our contribution to the health sector. So we are very proud of ourselves, our students, our faculty, that we could make this happen. There are only few people few such lucky people who can see their dreams coming true in their lifetime. But they are also then maybe unlucky to see that their dreams are shattered over a period of time. Because the life cycle of success is somewhat, you need to continuously sustain your efforts. You need to keep on innovating. You need to keep on trying new ideas, different ideas. Keep on adding values, new skills. That is very important. Now, that is what we have been, and I just thought because all those students who are here have not heard earlier all this story, whatever, so I thought let me share some of the past, how we have grown and how we have come into existence. And also to our guests who are sitting on the side, to let them know that who we are and how we have come up. But let me come to the most important part of my talk, that is for students. We are very happy and we are very delighted to be with you to participate in this ceremony, that when you are passing out from the portals of IIHMR. These 2 years have been very difficult for all of us and for you. And you had a greater burden of it because you were also studying and your main thing was to pass out every time. So there's one big challenge and you have all successfully met with that challenge. So congratulations once again. But now when you are passing out, and you are already working, and you must have realized that the sector, health sector or hospitals, it's a very different sector. It's not like an industry. We are somehow started calling it as health industry, which may not be the right word, but now you are part of it already. Most of you must have started realizing and facing the challenges that we have, the kind of culture that we have in the health sector and hospitals. So what I'm trying to say, you have to adapt to that. You are no more students. You are now professionals. You are responsible to deliver. You are responsible to execute. And there are a lot of expectations. And not only performing, but also in the private sector generally, there is something called as balance sheet. You have to keep that healthy. You have that responsibility to keep that healthy. So that's what, so you need to adapt. The medical profession or health profession is a strange profession. Our guests may also agree with that. Medical world is a closed world. Our mindsets are not that open as the other professions are. And the main reason behind that is we think that we know the best and we are the best and only we know about it. So that has created some arrogance in our behavior. and resulting into poor acceptance of others' ideas. I may be wrong, but being a medical professional, I'm telling you my feelings and how I have seen my friends. So what does this message is? I'm not criticizing my profession, but I'm trying to make you aware with whom are you going to work. You need to work to improve efficiency and effectiveness of those who are responsible for delivery of care, physicians, surgeons, or whosoever they are. But you need to then understand their psyche and their mindset, their lifestyle, their way of thinking. That's very important learnings that you need to have. So that is one thing that try to understand the culture of the profession with which you all are going to work. And earlier you do, better it is. So you can be more successful. The other thing that you need to really take care of this, it's an evolving world. And new technologies are emerging fast. And we are also concerned with the high rise of the costs of care. So you have to keep on learning the new technologies, new methods. And that's how you need to keep your eyes and ears open. Forget, as a student, there are teachers who will tell you this is this, you don't know this, you must know this. But once you are a professional, nobody is going to tell you anything. You have to learn by yourself. That's what the other side of the professional working. So you have to learn yourself, keep on learning. And to learn, and I generally repeat this all the time, to learn, it's important you speak less and listen more. So build your listening skills. That is very important. We have fixations with our ideas. And when somebody is advising us, we close our minds. And you make our perception, this man is talking nonsense and he doesn't know about it. That is fixation, closing your minds. But I think the great art, the greatest I would say art is listening art. So you to learn, listening is very important. And I'm not saying that what vision you should develop 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years, or vision for life. We leave it to you. But at least have vision for 5 years. That what you will like to do, what you will like to do, you mean immediate future for yourself and for your organization. That's very, very important. So think about it, what you can, and don't be very ambitious. I generally advise my young friends, as you enter the profession, you start itching to change the job. Don't do it for the first 2 to 3 years. Learn, experience it, live with it. I can tell you after 3 years of continuous working in an organization, you will be very high valued professional. But if you leave the job 6 months or 1 year, and we are getting such comments and complaints from the employers who come for campus placement. Oh, your students are very pampered and they don't stick maybe 6 months or 1 year and all this, and we only show our inability, what we can do now, they are out. But we try to tell them, stick to your job for next 2 to 3 years. When you leave, earn more experience. Money will chase you, don't worry about it, but your experience is very important. So don't change your jobs very quickly. I have been recruiting for last 30 years or so. And one of the things that I see in every CV, in last so many years, how many jobs you have changed. And I work out the median time and also average time or duration you worked in each of the job. And if it is less than 3 years, this median time, I decide you are no good for me. I don't select people. Unless you have very, very special skill, and I direly need those competencies and skills for my organizations. But if you have low median duration of stay in any job, say in last 10 years, you are no good for us. I will never hire. Same is true with the whole industry. They won't hire such people who keep on changing job because it shows that you are not stable people. So that's one thing. Second thing that you need to keep in mind, keep on learning continuously. Very important thing that we look at when we recruit people or think of promotion is your ability to work with people with whom you work. What our management professionals would say, teamwork. Working in teams is very, very important. And for that, it's very important that you are willing to accept the differing opinions of others and respecting it. That we need to learn. So, and of course, integrity. And wherever you work, commit to that organization, its vision and goals. You should not do, you work for X organization and help Y. That is treachery. Please don't do that. So high integrity is very, very essential for building confidence in your employers and your fellow colleagues. New skills, emerging skills, data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, all those are there. This logistics and supply chain has gained very, very high importance, post-COVID kind of thing. Be aware of your surroundings, what's happening. Go beyond health sector. Know more about many other things that happen around you. So I think this is a lot that I have spoken, but I think I should have done this. So kindly excuse me for longish sermons, but my job says I must do that. So thank you so much. Last evening, I was sitting with Dr. Shutappa in my office, and I was telling her, this is the time for beginning transformation. Because we are already into the next decade of the inception of this institution. So the transformation must begin, and that's a very natural process. And for that, what is required is the contribution of the faculty, contribution of the alumni, and our guests, and those who work with us, and with those with whom we work. I think all they need to contribute for transformation of this institution. Wishing you all the best in your future. One more important thing, I must repeat this. I have not said, but I say all the time, you are entering into a very disease-burdened, different era. So your lifestyle is very, very important. Keep yourself healthy and fit. You are at more risk of chronic diseases. Keep yourself fit. And that is the lifestyle that you must adopt. So my best wishes to all of you. Thank you so much. And I believe you will continue to be part of our family, and we will bring all the laurels for you and also your institution from where you have graduated. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. We would now like to call upon our guest of honor, Dr. Somesh Kumar. Dr. Somesh Kumar is a global health strategist and a public health physician with 2 decades of experience in global public health programs in public and private sectors across Asia, Africa, and United States. He has spent his career facilitating access to and strengthening the quality of global public health services in underserved regions. He provides leadership to JPIGO programs for primary health care services, immunization services, control and prevention of women's cancers, and engagement with the private sector. He is JPIGO's country director for India, providing strategic leadership to support the strengthening health systems, engagement with the private sector, and game-changing innovations. Dr. Kumar is also the Senior Director of Technical Leadership and Innovations for JPIGO MD US, guiding transformative programmatic policy processes and technology solutions and innovations. Dr. Somesh Kumar is requested to address and guide the students regarding their future endeavors.
Thank you so much. It's a mouthful introduction. First, huge congratulations to everyone passing out today. I would like to start by thanking the organizers of the event, dignitaries on dais, and my dear graduates from this special course that Dr. Gupta talked about the origins of. So, huge congratulations. This is a special moment in all your lives. I hope you have taken time out to make sure that you enjoy this moment, cherish this moment. You will get into the big bad world outside, which with a lot of, as Dr. Sutapa talked about, challenges, but also a lot of opportunities that I'll talk about. But these milestones in life, when you have spent 2 years of your most productive years of your life to learn something new, spend in the company of peers, getting that energy, that knowledge, that experience of your faculty and your peers in the classroom as well outside, the guest speakers from outside, doesn't always happen. So it's something you have earned, and please make sure you enjoy it. JPIGO, that I am representing here, we are an affiliate of Johns Hopkins University, and we have a special partnership with you, though we may not have an MOU or anything. Today, I just checked with my HR, just during this event. We have 51 IIHMR graduates working for JPIGO today. And so, whatever has gone through the efforts of this faculty is running millions of dollars worth of programs in the country. And so you should be very proud of it. I'll share some of my professional experiences with you on what I have learned in my journey. I started in 2000, and I have come here. I'm an adjunct faculty at Hopkins. I serve as the senior country director for JPIGO at JHU and at JPIGO US. So what have I learned? 2 or 3 things that I have learned. These are just my thoughts. Don't take it as an advice even. If you like it, just try it out. Why I thought about talking about this and not any strategic and technical things, because I'm sure you have been given that fodder for the last 2 years. So I just share my life lessons with you. The first one is on the virtue of imagination. always remember to make time and own the power to imagine. In whatever job you do, whatever role you have as a manager, as an implementer, as a service delivery provider, make sure you take out time to think what can happen. You will be provided a script. You will be provided a job description. You will be provided a project plan. You will be provided a project proposal that was funded that you are implementing. That will be there. That's the script that you will be expected to follow. It's good to do that. And you will be liked by your employers for that. Make sure while you are doing that, you take time to think what can I do differently or something new within the ambit of my job description, my project, my role. That's how good becomes great, and that's how like becomes respected. This power to imagine, let it not be taken away by any employer, any supervisor, any manager, any director. I have learned it, that if you prioritize imagination and reimagination in some cases, if you give enough time to it and mind space to it, you will not only be an implementer of things, executioner of somebody's ideas, but creator of value in this ecosystem. And that's what you want to be remembered as. You want to leave the world better than when you inherited it. And that goes with your profession too. So please own that power to imagine. Don't let it go in whatever job responsibilities you have. The second thought I would leave with you, again through virtue of my experience, is the power of empathy. Lot of us will do job of some kind of public health manager or a leader, right? Healthcare is changing. We are going from an illness-focused industry to a wellness-focused industry. So while illness will be very important component with the new diseases, epidemiology changing, people will seek healthcare also for their wellness. And wellness cannot be delivered top down. It has to be consumed. So think about healthcare or health service as a product in your mind. And how can you make this product more attractive to your clients? And that can only happen by empathy, by understanding what your stakeholders want. And these stakeholders include the user, the healthcare provider, the manager, the policymaker, the funder. These are all coming from different places. And if you, by virtue of your job, want to push some service that you got trained here at IIHMR, or you were asked by your organization to push it in a vanilla manner, you will not get the traction that you expected to. You will not create the impact that you hope to. It's just take an example of a screening services for a woman's cancer, or contraceptive services for family planning for any woman or her partner. It's not what you want to deliver. It's what she wants, where she wants, and when she wants. To introduce even a new vaccine, you need to understand why will a policymaker invest in this new vaccine. You have to make an investment case for him or her. And all this will require strong sense of empathy, understanding what the perspective of your stakeholders sitting on the other side of the table. I talked to my colleagues within Japaigo and at my colleagues in other organizations as well, that public health is less about health, sometimes more about public. And this is the public we are talking about. Your user, your service delivery provider, your stakeholders in program management roles or policy making roles, or your funders. Please make sure that you strengthen your muscles of empathy, because that's not something that can be trained, you can be trained easily on. You can get trained, you should get trained on empathy, but you have to develop your muscles as well through practice of empathy. And the third lesson I have learned in life, professional life, is always be hungry for opportunities. Opportunities not only to change your jobs, as Dr. Gupta talked about, opportunities to learn, to experiment, to create, to innovate. And this will require you to embrace change. This will require you to move away from your comfort zones. But remember, the maximum impact that you can have is when you start something new. You take an opportunity to start something new. I wanted to give an example from my life, but Dr. Gupta talked about it today, and that's the best example I can relate to. He imagined, or Dr. Ashok Agarwal and the management imagined, that a health management institute can happen in India. It was not happening. So it was a path uncharted. It was a new path which was created. They did not know in 2022 you will have 100 people getting graduated here. But they did not wait for the last details to be worked out. They started with a conviction, they imagined what can happen, and they went ahead with it. And they took the opportunity to do that. So somebody who must have left their jobs, Dr. Ashok would have put their investments in this, while he could have led a much more comfortable life doing some things what everybody else was doing at that time. But then that path would be very clear. It would be very visible. But then it would not have been his path, not Dr. Gupta's path, that he is so passionate and proud today about. It would have been path of somebody else who has traveled. The same I would urge you to keep thinking about it. Embrace change, embrace ambiguity when you start something new. Don't wait for the last detail to be worked out. Because you want to create your own path, your own journey in this professional life that you're starting today. And that's your unique path, your unique journey. Own that, and own the power to shape it the way you want it. This is very important, owning that power. Not letting the ecosystem, your employer, your supervisor, take this power away from you. So those are 3 things that I thought I'll share with you that stand out, and I wish somebody had told me when I was passing out. These are my life lessons from my professional journey. Not advice to you. These are thoughts I leave with you. Think through it. Take what you like. Leave as it is. The ones that you don't like. So I'd like to again end now with huge congratulations to each one of you. And enjoy the rest of your lives, rest of the day, and be successful in whatever you do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and support. We now welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Rakesh Kaul. Mr. Kaul has over 25 years of diverse experience of large-scale transformation projects in India and globally. Over these years, he has constantly reinvented himself, delivered social impact, and led large teams. He is postgraduate international business and Bachelor of Engineering, led the digital government practice for PwC India and currently partner at EY India, and lead the transformation for social impact on the back of innovations. His experience spans across multiple domains. Specifically within the health sector, he has led and been part of engagements across following themes: digital healthcare blueprint at national level, universal healthcare program PMJ, healthcare strategy at state level, healthcare solution at municipal level, large hospital transformation, statewide design and rollout of hospital transformation management system, health intelligent initiatives utilizing integrated command and control center technologies, earthquake disaster preparedness of hospital at district level, institutional strengthening and capacity building. He is currently working towards building a better world. Mr. Rakesh Kaul, sir.
Good afternoon, friends. I'm really honored to be here amongst all of you and the distinguished guests, faculty, and everybody. It's really a very proud moment for all of us here, and especially after hearing Dr. Gupta of how this institute was set up and where it is today. Congratulations, sir, for taking these steps and allowing these students to be here. And I would also want to congratulate you first for having taken this decision to take up this course. I think you've already started imagining and charting your way through. And secondly, congratulations for achieving success and now going out in the industry. Friends, I think the world out there is waiting for you. It's very nice, it's beautiful, and I'm sure all of you will thrive. And I'm saying this because I believe that you, all of you, in fact, everybody in this room, is uniquely placed today. And why I say we are uniquely placed? I'll take two trends that I believe are important and which are going to impact you immediately. The first, we talked about technology. And I'm sure all of us know here today that technology is making simple human beings as superhuman beings. A man is becoming a superman. Technology is augmenting our capabilities in a big way. But while this is happening, I would urge a lot of you to not get, it's your choice, but not get influenced by these large technologies, names of artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, and all of that. But indulge more in where India is today. Where is your country on the digital path, especially on the path of digital enabling infrastructure that India has created? And I would urge you to read more about IIHMR Bharat Digital Mission. Friends, it's a project which can have a bigger impact that Aadhaar had in India. Aadhaar made social and financial inclusion possible for 1.3 billion. It got 33 crore unbanked people into the banking industry, or whatever they got into the banked environment. Huge impact. But what IIHMR Bharat Digital Mission is going to do is bigger than this. And it is going to impact each and everybody who is connected with this industry of healthcare, whether it is private sector, whether it is public, whether it is tertiary, whether it is primary, in whichever way. An infrastructure at national level like this is being attempted for the first time, perhaps globally. And you should understand the impact of it rather than trying to see which technology it is built on. Which AI algorithm will power what? But what is it going to impact? How is remote consultation all of a sudden going to become easy for anybody and everybody to do? How is the exchange that is being put out there, how will it happen? How is EMR going to all of a sudden get democratized without compromising the personal information of individuals? Great, great opportunity, friends, for all of you to know. And in your work life, each organization, wherever you will work, will have to deal with this digital infrastructure that has been created centrally. Whether it is the frontline workers, or it is the doctors, or it is the people who are planning policy, because it will create insights and impact for everybody. So please do catch up on that if you have not already. The second key trend that I see, friends, is shift in global economic powers. We all know that India is moving towards a self-reliant economy, Atmanirbhar Bharat. And we all also are very proud of the fact that in near future, India is going to be amongst the top 3 economies of the world. So you are at the right place. India is thriving and will continue to thrive. India has created a kind of a program which is first of its kind, and you are the kind of people who will ensure that it meets its ends. So you are at the right place, you are bound to grow. Just keep yourself invested in this area. And friends, having done so much of technology or digital we talked about, why do we believe that it will be successful? Is because India, again, is a country where connectivity, perhaps the most affordable and reliable mobile connectivity is available. Today, even the most disadvantaged people, what we could call as beggars, get their money on Paytms and Google Pays. So it's a very different, very, very different environment you are getting into. You will have to unlearn a little and learn something more to be more effective. And as my colleague Somesh said, as you imagine or reimagine services that are being delivered or will be delivered in future. So having said that, friends, basis my learnings of having worked in corporate for past 25 years, I will leave 2 messages with you. One is create an identity for yourself. You will get into organizations where there will be thousands of people working or hundreds of people working. How will you create yourself as a unique person? How will somebody come to know that there is person A here and this person is really capable of this particular thing? We all know in your studies, in your, wherever we go, there is something about some person that, somebody knows Hindi songs the best and you go back for lyrics to them. Somebody knows to cook something best as you go back to them. So you need to create an identity in your work environment. Whatever identity you create, make it your life. When I say make it your life, I mean eat, drink, breathe that identity. That is who you are and that is how people will remember you. Friends, I come from a consulting firm where there are thousands of people working and there are people from partners to consultants. Eventually it does not matter. If we know that there is somebody as young as even 1 year of experience but carries a lot of ideas or is well versed with particular thing, say around maternal mortality or anything, trust me, it does not matter, we reach out to that person. Only thing is, how does that person make himself available and known to everybody? Guys, I know this. So invest, pick up an area and become the best at it and make it known to everybody that you are the best at it. So make an identity and live that identity, friends, as you traverse your journey. The other is, I think Dr. Gupta also alluded to it, while there are bigger plans for 20 years, 30 years, I think everything around us is changing so fast. So please keep investing in yourself. This journey of education has not stopped here. It has only begun, friends. I think continue to read, become an active learner in your journey. Try and ensure that every 4 to 5 years you add up to your skills, you do something new that will ensure that you remain relevant for this industry. Otherwise, as said, friends, you are at the right place at the right time. You've taken the right course. You are with the right set of people. India is at the helm of affairs. So wish you all the best and make best use of everything. All the best, friends.
Thank you, sir, for the kind words. It is now my privilege to introduce and welcome our chief guest of the day, Dr. Luigi D. Aquino. Dr. Luigi D. Aquino had joined UNICEF India as Chief of Health in June 2019. Currently, he is also serving as COVID-19 Response Coordinator for UNICEF India. After working as a business consultant in Italy, he worked for 20 years in the international development sector, contributing to the design, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of reproductive, maternal, newborn and child health programs in various countries in Africa and Asia. He holds a degree in economics and management, MSc in health system strengthening from London School of Tropical Medicine, and a short course diploma in tropical epidemiology. Prior to joining UNICEF in India, he has worked at Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine, where he mainly led research and evaluation of policies and programs for RM and CHA. He has also worked at UNICEF Mozambique, Save the Children, Médecins Sans Frontiers, amongst others. Sir, we request you to kindly address the audience.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be here, and I also realize I am the last barrier between you and your degrees, so I'll try to be as short as I can. I think if you had the patience to listen to my too long bio, you will understand how and why I am so delighted to be here today. Dr. Gupta, I'm not a medical doctor. So I think I know, and when I joined India, I was called by the representative of UNICEF in India. This is 3 years back, and she tells me, Luigi, I'm taking a huge risk. You should take it with me. You are the first non-medical doctor, chief of health in 75 years of UNICEF that I will appoint. So to say, you are hitting, and I'm proudly representing this, I think, a niche, a gap in the sector. There are various competencies needed to promote wellness, well-being, and deliver care. And management is one, and is one that has been lagging behind for long. So I think this is a very well designed, and thanks to the Institute for having me here, and thought course. And it's really, I think we have all seen during COVID, the need of the hour. So before sharing a few thoughts, as I look at this room, first, congratulations to all of you. We are definitely the most unique batch, I think, since the birth of this course. You are the COVID batch. You made it through a pandemic. So well done. And please, thank yourselves, and thank the Institute, and thank your families if you made it through a pandemic. It's really unique. Second, I am so delighted as each visual, I don't have made the numbers, but I see so many girl students. Congratulations. We need smart people in the sector, and you are the smart ones. So get going and push and keep going in this. It's really amazing to see how many girl students are here. I'm really delighted for it. So what is that I can share with you? I think, first of all, we are coming out of two, three unique years. And I think if you reflect back on what we are all coming out as a society, you will understand yourselves how out of this room, with your degree in hands, you are really going to help making things better in future. We have, I think, learned that we are all interconnected as a society. Planes do not bother about passports, viruses travel, and they have traveled quite fast, and we have all suffered for it. So we have learned that our health is not about health care, it's our own health. Our well-being starts from us, from how we behave, what we do from morning, what we eat, what we exercise. So there's a lot we have learned in that. We have learned that when something like this hits so fast, you need people who make decisions. And making decisions, believe me, comes with one small major caveat. You need to accept that if you make a decision, you can make a mistake. If you do not accept that, you do not move. And if you do not move, those who need you to move and things to move are in a bad situation. So that's another big learning, I think, out of this pandemic. And also, you will have seen that resources were scarces. We needed to decide all together what to do. Funds are not unlimited, and that's where your skills, again, will come handy. You will have to use your ability to read numbers, be it research, be it financial, information and make management decisions. Going forward, I think the world is fast changing. If you look, I don't want to repeat what has been said, I would rather try to add. Think of climate change and how strongly it's impacting all of us and the global epidemiology. Vector-borne diseases, skin cancers, a lot of issues, pollution. There was just right now a new research coming out about how air pollution generates cancer and what are the triggers. So there is a lot that requires action in the health sector, and that action will require everybody's expertise. The scientists, the microbiologists, the doctors, and you, the health managers. So be conscious that you are a niche, a piece of a value chain, but a very unique one, and get, please, thinking of your skills as a unique contribution to a broader goal or mission. My messages to you are 3 or 4 as you move out in the world. I gather, I guess, I hear you are already out there. So anyway, the first is whatever you will be doing, know your business. Go out, talk to people, the community you serve, your colleagues, your superiors, your peers, everybody. If you don't know your business, you can't manage your business. Not by charts, not by algorithms, not by nothing. You need to get hands dirty, and from there, then you can apply your skills to something you are aware of. Otherwise, you are managing a concept. The second is, it has been said by basically everybody, and I will repeat it because it's worth it. Keep learning, reading. The world evolves, epidemiology evolves, management science evolves, evidence evolves. You can't think that today is the end of your learning, today is the start of it. So make yourselves a very clear plan. This is the 3, 4, 5 journals, websites, whatever, tweets, whatever you want. I will keep track on, and that will add to your knowledge, but also to your credibility as a professional in the sector. Third, we live in a world, especially in the big firms, that is totally overwhelmed by processes. Do not confuse, please, the processes with the goal or with your results. There are things that to happen will require 200 signatures, and people think the system, what you need approved in, No. You are working not to serve a system, you are working to serve your final objective, which is healthcare. So don't lose sight. You spend 10 hours at work, probably 7 will be about feeding the beast, the bureaucracy. Keep your focus on the other 3. One is the essential, like the necessary. You can't kill a bureaucracy, but the added value comes through the rest, not through that. And last but not least, you have not signed to a 9-to-5 job. You are in a sector, in a country that is fast evolving, which is pioneering the frontier of healthcare in many ways. Many people travel to India for healthcare. And in other sides, there are kids still dying of a diarrhea, many, hundreds of thousands. So many contrasts, a lot of opportunities, a lot of needs, but you definitely didn't sign up to a 9-to-5 job. So get going, but as you do that, never ever think, please, that you are indispensable. You are a huge value, but you are not indispensable to any organizations. They will live before us and after us. And I'm saying this because I'm getting to my final message. Be the best professionals you can, but more than that, build yourselves as human beings. Don't read beyond. Nurture yourselves beyond just the profession, because the profession is one piece of your life, And there is much more than that. And your credibility, even in your profession, comes also from how broad, open-minded, good listeners you are. So you are first humans, members of this society, members or citizens of an amazing, fast-growing country, and then also professionals. Never forget that, because you will be called to work long hours, but at the end of the day, if you haven't even read the news about what's going in the world for a week, something is wrong in what you're doing. So I'll close it here. Immense congratulations to all of you. I also thank the Institute. I take this as the first of many invites to come for me. But no, joking, seriously, enjoy the day. I hope you will celebrate it through, and good luck for all what is coming from today onwards. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening words coming out straight from the heart. It was really a pleasure listening to you all, sir, and I'm sure the audience, including self, have immensely benefited from that. Moving ahead to the next event, which our graduating students have been eagerly waiting for, that is the presentation of the degrees. Dr. Sumesh Kumar, Associate Dean, Academics and Student Affairs, is requested to conduct the presentation of postgraduate diploma to our graduating students. Sir.
Thank you, Colonel Manoj. So, dignitaries on the dais, faculty colleagues, industry partners, guests, parents, and dear students, very good afternoon to all. Yes, today is a proud moment for all of you, and proud moment for IIHMR as well, because 13th batch is passing out today of postgraduate program in hospital and health management, and now they are becoming part of our strong alumni network. So now I would request our chief guest, Dr. Aquino, Dr. Somesh, and Dr. Sutapa Binogi to come forward and award the degrees, and I will be announcing the names of the graduating students. Please, sir. Mr. Ashish. Dr. Alisha Anand. Dr. Anjali Ahlawat. Dr. Anu. Please give them a big round of applause. Dr. Ayushi Chaturvedi. Miss Bhavna. Dr. Kriti Navoria. Dr. Magandeep Kaur. Dr. Mansi. Miss Monica Kumari, please cheer up your friends. Miss Nikita Bisht, Dr. Prabha Tiwari, Miss Rashmi Kashyap, Miss Reema Saxena, Mr. Sagar Kumar Jha, Dr. Sahitya, Dr. Sakshi, Miss Aloni Chawla, Miss Sanya Gaur, Dr. Sajida Begum, Dr. Saravaleen Kaur, Dr. Shabnam Pamwar, thank you, Dr. Aquino and Dr. Somesh. Now I would request Mr. Rakesh Kaul and Dr. S.T. Gupta to come forward and award the degrees. Mr. Shivam Verma, Dr. Shivani, Miss Shivani Jha, Miss Shivani Jha, Miss Shruti Arora, Miss Shweta Bhaskar, Mr. Sidhanshu Bajaj, Mr. Siddharth Kumar Gowda, Dr. Simranjeet Kaur, Dr. Smriti Rana, Dr. Soumya Mathur, Mr. Sudhir Pratap Singh, Ms. Supriya Sarkar, Colonel Sushil Kumar, Dr. Swati Sharma, Ms. Yogita Sharma, Dr. Tanvi Tiwari, Ms. Taru Vashne, Dr. Urvishi Sethi, Mr. Vaibhav Walia, Ms. Vijaya Tripathi, Colonel Vikram, Dr. Ambika Sharma, Mr. Piplad Arora, Dr. Aman Sharma, and Dr. Akanksha Saini. Dr. Zeba, Dr. Zeba, she's the last one. Dr. Zeba. Thank you so much, Mr. Rakesh, Dr. Asri sir, and Stapa madam. Congratulations to all the passing out students, graduating students, and all the best for future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Graduated students are requested to please be seated. Now it is time for awards and medals. The names of awardees for which we all have been eagerly waiting for. That is, the 4 awardees of Sri P.D. Agarwal Gold Medals, which include gold medalist of the 3 streams and an all-rounder gold medalist. I would like to request Dr. Shutapa Binyogi to announce the names. Our chief guest, Dr. Luigi D. Aquino, our guests of honor, Dr. Somesh Kumar and Mr. Rakesh Kaul, and Dr. S.D. Gupta are once again requested to come forward and present the medals to the students.
Shri P.D. Agarwal Memorial Gold Medals are awarded every year to the students in the health, hospital and health IT streams in recognition of academic excellence to honor and revere the memory of our founder, Shri Prabhu Dayal Agarwal. Shri Agarwal was a visionary and he rose from humble beginnings to become a luminary who held a Midas touch in whatever he chose to do. Shri Agarwal had many facets. He was one of the pioneers of the transport industry in India and had a brilliant business acumen. He also realized his social responsibilities and made highly significant contributions in the spheres of education and healthcare, amongst others. Above all, he was an excellent human being who touched many lives by the time he left for his heavenly abode. Shri Prabhu Dayal Agarwal still lives in our hearts. We at IIHMR consider ourselves extremely fortunate to be guided by the standards, the values, and the principles set out by this extraordinary person. So gold medals are awarded to students who got the highest scores in their respective disciplines. So I'll be announcing the name of the student who secured the highest marks in the hospital stream. Any guesses? The topper in the hospital? Huh? Yes, it is Colonel Vikram who gets the gold medal. So, many congratulations to you, Dr. Colonel Vikram. medal कहाँ है? सर को देना। ठीक है ना, सर को बोल दो। सर दे रहे हैं, देना दो। So many congratulations, Colonel Vikram. Now for the health stream, the gold medal goes to is Colonel Sushil Kumar. Many congratulations, Colonel Sushil. So many congratulations, Dr. Colonel Sushil Kumar. And now is the time to announce the name of the person who secured the highest marks in the health IT management stream. And for this, the P.D. Agarwal Memorial Gold Medal goes to, again, any guesses? Miss Saloni Chawla. ठीक हो गया, हाँ? हाँ, उनको बोल देना। So many congratulations, Ms. Saloni Chawla. So in addition to these 3 gold medals, we also have another gold medal, a prestigious one, which goes to the student who is considered to be an all-rounder in this batch. Here, in addition to the performance in academics, we also look into the overall conduct, discipline, paper presentations, publications, leadership qualities, and involvement in different curricular and extracurricular activities. So for this batch, this award for the all-rounder goes to, no, guess everybody is scared or people are hungry perhaps? Yes, so all-rounder is Miss Rinki Gupta. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it, so we would request her parents if you can just come up. It's actually a proud moment for the parents, especially when they see their children doing very well in academics and in life. So heartiest congratulations to all the awardees of this batch. So thank you so much, all of you, and many congratulations once again to all the awardees of this batch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, and many congratulations to everyone. We would now like to invite on stage Dr. Aman Sharma to administer the management oath to our graduating students. All graduating students are requested to rise for the oath. Dr. Aman Sharma.
Congratulations all. I would like to request you to kindly rise and take this health management oath after me. As a leader in health sector, I recognize my role in the society. My purpose is to improve health through better management of healthcare. My decisions affect the health and well-being of individuals inside and outside my enterprise, today and tomorrow. Therefore, I promise that I will manage my enterprise with loyalty and care and will not advance my personal interests at the expense of my enterprise or the society. I will understand and uphold in letter and spirit the laws and contracts governing my conduct and that of my enterprise. I will refrain from corruption, unfair competition, or business practices harmful to the society. I will protect the right to health and dignity of all people affected by my enterprise, and I will oppose discrimination and exploitation. I will protect the right of future generations to advance their health and well-being and enjoy a healthy planet. I will report the performance and risks of my enterprise accurately and honestly. I will invest in developing myself and others, helping the health management profession continue to advance and create sustainable and inclusive society. In exercising my professional duties, according to these principles, I recognize that my behavior must set an example of integrity, transparency, quality, and sharing knowledge and information. I will remain accountable to my peers and society for my actions and for upholding these standards. This oath I make freely and upon my honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aman Sharma. Mr. Tarun Nagpal, Manager Academics, is now requested to get convocation register signed by Dr. S.D. Gupta. Thank you, sir. We now request Dr. S.D. Gupta to kindly declare the convocation closed. Thank you, sir. We now request Dr. Preetha G.S., Dean Research, to deliver the vote of thanks. Dr. Preetha G.S., Professor and Dean Research, IIHMR, Delhi, is an MD in Community Health Administration from IIHW, Delhi. She plays a pivotal role in providing key inputs to research projects and activities of the Institute. She has led many research projects in many areas of public health funded by national and international agencies. We request you, ma'am, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, my colleagues from IIHMR, friends from the industry, students, graduating students, and their parents. Today is a very important day for all of you. It's as important a day for us also. Every year we look forward to this day. So I thank profusely on behalf of the director, faculty and staff of IIHMR, the guests, our 3 guests who chose to spend this holiday with us, cheering our students. First of all, I would like to thank the chief guest, Dr. D. Aquino, for energetically cheering, literally cheering our students, and also imparting his words of wisdom gained from his years and years of professional experience. Thank you, sir. Again, on behalf of everyone in IIHMR, I thank Dr. Somesh Kumar for handing you that trio of virtues which will stand you in good stead in the years to come. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Kaul again for his encouraging words to our students and for his august presence here. Thank you, sir. When I try to speak about our trustee secretary, words fail me. You know, he is that constant source of support and encouragement and guidance for us. And you have seen for yourself the aura that he brings into any function. Thank you, sir, so much on behalf of director, faculty, staff, and students of IIHMR. Now, we have to thank each other. All of us have tried so hard under the leadership of our director, Dr. Sutapa Niyogi, to make this day happen for our students. I'm not forgetting our students. My dear students, this is a very important day for us. You are going out. The world is your oyster. And I'm sure, I also want to tell you, we are only as good as you. As an institution, you lent our name to us. Much of what we are depends on what you are going to do now. So all the best to all of you. And thank you for choosing to be in our institute and taking that walk of 2 years with us and beyond. I also wish to thank all the parents and relatives of the students who are here with us, again on the behalf of all of us. Of course, all the thanks, gratitude that's coming is on behalf of directors, staff and faculty and students of IIHMR. I also take this opportunity to thank our friends from the industry, our senior faculty, Dr. Satish Kumar, Dr. Navneet from Hospital Direct, Dr. Gaurav Tukral from Healthcare at Home, Dr. Also Bharti, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar, Dr. Joy Ganguly from IRB. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, everyone. And that's all. We look forward to our next year. Well, best of luck, dear graduating students. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we wish success and glory to our graduated students. Graduation is not the end, it is the beginning. We must remember that success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Remember, when the going gets tough, it is the self-respect, the confidence in our abilities, the attachment and pride in our institute and our country, which will give you power to perform and come out victorious. So wherever we go and whatever we may do, we must keep the flag of our institute and nation flying high. As an Indian poet has said, जो भरा नहीं है भावों से, बहती जिसमें रसदार नहीं, वो हृदय नहीं है पत्थर है, जिसमें स्वदेश का प्यार नहीं. With these words, which basically mean that human beings who are without love for motherland are as good as non-living. I now request you to join us for the national anthem of India. You are requested to stand in attention with head held high during the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession would now be leaving the academic hall. You are therefore requested to please stand at your place when the procession departs. students and parents are requested to be seated. There will be a group photograph after a few minutes. Please be seated. We congratulate our beloved senior batch on their graduation today and wish them the luck for their careers ahead. We are sure that they will make our institute proud wherever they go and will set new benchmarks in whatever they do. This is the time when we say that maybe your part in the institution is over, but your memories shall forever stay. You might no longer be students, but you will always be associated with us as proud alumni. You are now the stakeholders and ambassadors of IIHMR. I would like to thank our lovely audience for supporting us in making the day memorable. Now there will be a group photograph for which I invite all dignitaries, faculty members and graduated students to come on the stage. After the photograph, all are requested to kindly proceed for the lunch to your left. Thank you and Jai Hind.